In this session, we are going to discuss about a very few important processes used in metallurgy. Those processes what they given in our textbook is smelting, roasting, calcination. The processes that they given is smelting, roasting, calcination. Whatever it may be the process, it is a pyrochemical process. That means they required huge amount of heat energy. That is, pyro means more amount of heat is required. Either it may be smelting or roasting or calcination. Let us discuss briefly about the process of roasting. Roasting is a pyrochemical process. Pyrochemical process means it required huge amount of heat energy. In that process, the ore is heated in the presence of air or oxygen. Means we are supplying the air or oxygen. Such kind of the pyrochemical process is called roasting. So once again, roasting is a pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated in the presence of air or oxygen. So for example sake, if you see zinc blend ZNS, which is a sulfide ore of zinc. Sulfide ore of zinc is heated to a high temperature in the presence of oxygen, means we are supplying the oxygen. So what happens? The zinc sulfide react with oxygen, then sulfur react with oxygen to liberate as sulfur dioxide. Then what happens? The zinc is at very high temperature. The zinc react with excess of oxygen and it can form zinc oxide also. Means once again, if you understood, the process of roasting is mainly done for sulfide ores. Mainly done for sulfide ores. Means the gas liberated is sulfur dioxide. See the basis of roasting once again. Roasting first point is it is a pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated in the presence of air or oxygen. Here lot amount of the oxygen is supplied, so it is an also example of oxidation reaction. Here sulfur dioxide gas is liberated. Generally it is done for sulfide ores. 2ZnS plus 3O2 gives rise to 2ZnO plus 2SO2. Generally, it is done in a furnace that is called reverberatory furnace. The another method of pyrochemical process is calcination. Calcination is a pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated in the absence of air. In the roasting process, oxygen is present. Here there is an absence of oxygen, means there is no air and there is no oxygen. Generally, it is done for carbonate ores. See here, magnesium carbonate, which is a carbonate ore of magnesium. Just by heating at very high temperature, it liberates carbon dioxide by leaving magnesium oxide. Calcium carbonate, it is also a carbonate ore of calcium. By heating to a very high temperature, it liberates carbon dioxide and by forming calcium oxide. See here, the total compound is decomposed into the two components. So calcination is one type of decomposition reaction. Once again, calcination is a pyrochemical process which is taken place in the absence of air or oxygen. Generally, it is done for carbonate ores. Generally, it is a decomposition reaction. Broadly, if we see the differences between roasting and calcination, roasting is a pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated in the presence of air. Calcination is a pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated in the absence of air. In the roasting, it requires oxygen. In the calcination, it does not require oxygen. It is suitable for sulfide ores. It is suitable for carbonate ores, where sulfur dioxide gas is liberated, carbon dioxide gas is liberated. Generally, it is done in reverberatory furnace. Generally, it is done in open hearth furnace. Examples: 2ZnS plus 3O2 gives rise to 2ZnO plus 2SO2. Here, CaCO3 gives rise to CaO plus CO2. The next important pyrochemical process is smelting. Smelt means conversion of the ore into liquid state, that is called molten state. That means in this process, large amount of the heat is supplied to the ore and it is heated. So it is a pyrochemical process in which the ore is strongly heated and to get the ore in the molten state. Molten means liquid state. So pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated and get the ore in molten state. The pyrochemical process in which the ore is heated and get the ore in molten state is called as smelting. Generally, smelting is carried out in a special furnace. Furnace is nothing but kiln. In Telugu, it is called Poyi, Sigri. The special furnace used to do the process of smelting is blast furnace. See, the process of roasting is done in reverberatory furnace. The process of calcination is done in open hearth. Till now, we are using a word furnace. Now, we are going to discuss about the concept of furnace. What is a furnace? Furnace is nothing but which is used to carry out the pyrochemical processes in metallurgy. Furnace is one which is used to carry out the pyrochemical processes in metallurgy. I already said in our local language the furnace may be called as poi. How these furnaces can withstand huge amount of heat? Why? Because in a furnace approximately 25,000 degrees Celsius should be withstand. They are made up of either red clay or bricks and tiles. These are withstand high temperatures, so they are also called as refractory materials. Tiles, bricks, clay can withstand high temperatures, so they are used in the construction of furnace. So they are also called refractory materials. Generally, all the type of furnaces may not have same structure, but they have same kinds of the parts. Depending upon our requirement, depending upon the required pyrochemical process, the structure of the furnace will be changes. Generally, every furnace has three important parts. They are hearth, chimney, firebox. Every furnace is associated with three parts. They are hearth, chimney, firebox. Now, what is a hearth? Hearth is a place of the furnace where the ore is kept for heating purpose, where we are going to kept the ore and then we will heat the ore. That area of the furnace is called hearth. Like second one is firebox. Firebox is a part of furnace where the fuel is kept for burning. Fuel is kept for burning. That area is called firebox. Then third part and also one of the important part is chimney. Chimney is an outlet. Why? To send the waste gases. These waste gases chemically called as flue gases. Flue gases, they go outside. So totally the three parts of the furnace is hearth, chimney, firebox. Where the ore is kept is called hearth, where the fuel is kept is called firebox, where the waste gases go outside is called as chimney. There are different kinds of furnace. There are blast furnace, reverberatory furnace, and open hearth furnace. Blast furnace, reverberatory furnace, open hearth furnace. In the blast furnace, both firebox and chimney, both the firebox and hearth fuel are kept for burning. Means both firebox and hearth are combined in a blast furnace. When compared to the reverberatory furnace, here all are separated. Firebox is different, hearth is different, and chimney is also different. Like that. In sometimes here see such kind of the furnace, it is a tall one. It is also called retort furnace. Why? Because it is stood in a high stand manner.